talking, joking, kind of, you know, in the story, saying if this was a sitcom, it would be called Henri plus 3, because we've got 3 additional tropical waves to watch. By the way, you see the 2 way out in the Atlantic, how they have that invest tag on them. These 2 are running spaghetti plots, but the one that's in the Caribbean that we're going to have to pay close attention to doesn't have that invest tag on it. So no spaghetti plots yet for this tropical wave. All of them have a 40% chance of developing over the next 5 days. There's a lot of dust in the Atlantic, but this little pocket of clean air is where that tropical wave is going to be moving. Out ahead of that, we're looking at some Saharan dust sneaking in here on Thursday, Friday, and lingering into the weekend. So we're going to have that haziness in the sky mid to late week and into the weekend. And after that moves into and out of the area, all eyes going to be on how this tropical wave in the eastern Caribbean develops. So we'll show you what we know so far. It's not a lot, but this tropical wave as of right now is out in the eastern Caribbean. I did include the hatched area for the National Hurricane Center. You see that moving into that area Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's going to be what happens beyond that that has the big question mark. So Sunday, it looks to reemerge into the Gulf of Mexico, but the state of the storm, if it even is a storm, is highly questionable. So there's a lot of possibilities. Will it even develop? How does land interaction affect the system? Lots of openings in the Western Gulf. Guidance is all over the place in the Western Gulf. So at this point, it is impossible to predict the track. It's impossible to predict the strength in the Gulf of Mexico beyond the weekend. So that's going to be something we're watching very closely. At this point, it is not a direct threat, but again, it's something to be aware of and in tune with over the course of this week. 95 degrees right now. It's certainly hot outside. Feels like 105, mid 90s inland, low 90s at the beach. The heat indices up at 105 in Corpus Christi. We've got that southeasterly breeze about 10 to 15 miles per hour. We've seen a few stray showers dot the area today, but by and large, it has been very dry and hot. These are all heat-related advisories. These are right under a big dome of high pressure. That's why it's hot and pretty dry here. This high will scoot to the north on Wednesday. Then Thursday, Friday, it's going to move to the east, and that movement will allow better moisture to work into the Texas Gulf Coast. That'll up the rain chances. I did want to point something out longer range. This is that tropical wave that's in the eastern Caribbean. The high pressure north of it, if you remember back to Grace, these 2 moved in conjunction to the west. Look at the little difference between this feature and where that high is. They're displaced from one another. So that tells me that there may be more of a northward movement on the future track of this. That's all, again, highly questionable, but that's going to be one of the things that we're looking at as that system evolves. Mid 90s inland here this afternoon. We'll settle in the mid to upper 70s tomorrow morning. Just a stray shower. Highs back into the middle 90s here tomorrow. Going to be hot and humid with not much rain around. Isolated to scattered activity into Thursday and Friday. Tonight, looking at temperatures in the middle 70s overnight. It will be warm and stuffy. Isolated to scattered showers into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Drier for the weekend. By early next week, going to have to pay attention to how the tropical wave in the Caribbean evolves. Leslie, Mike.
All right, thank you, Alan.